In the top right, or I guess top side of the map, we have Mastro playing as Nuru, interestingly enough. And in the bottom side of the map, we have SneakyDragon playing as Greenfinger.
All right, so for a little bit of background, there is some like there's arguably some FTA on this map, which means like it's not really great when you pick it, but I think the FTA isn't like that big. I mean, Mastro will tell you it is very big and you should like never lose as player one, but we differ on these opinions.
Yeah, and I guess, he is player one in this position, so
Yeah, Mastro is player one here, so he gets what he wants, and that means he can build the knight on turn 3, which is a turn earlier than the mirror. And with some preparation, you can either like exploit this, or you can just start spamming knights earlier and pressure the HQ really hard, and all these villages that are ready for the taking. But Sneaky seems to be doing something similar with 2 knights as well. And looks like they're both going to have Groove pretty like soon.
yeah, I mean, we're already seeing Greenfinger with Groove. Nuru now has Groove as well, but it's not Nuru's turn. So, you're not ideal for Nuru, but
And these are 2 grooves that can be used quite aggressively to kill an HQ. So they're playing a dangerous game here.
yeah. Ooh, we see the dragon coming out. So Sneaky living up to the name.
And I think Dragon now makes way more sense than on Headland, because it will be here in time to defend your HQ. And like, sure, there's a Nuru on the opposite side, but there's also like no extra anti-air. And Mastro just bought his own dragon, which means he doesn't have anti-air for an extra turn, and that's really good for Sneaky's dragon. It also means that he's gonna have the mage timing better than Mastro. He also has the balloon to help that mage, so we're seeing on the dragon side of things at least, Sneaky is doing better than last game.
Yeah, and I really like Greenfinger for dragon play because if you pick something off and the sides work out, you can basically get a free kill by like reinforcing with Greenfinger vines.
That's true. Greenfinger, and it's also like Greenfinger is like working well with dragons because the dragons are really gonna one-shot stuff quite often, like compared to other units. Which means you actually have the space to put the vine where the enemy was beforehand. And
I really like that witch hex kill with the dragon, by the way. That was really smart. Just like chips away a little bit of these vines too.
but Mastro is the one who actually chickened out on the HQ race, I want to say, and he went back to defend with his knights and Nuru. And Sneaky has a lot of economy right now. But I guess that has to do with the mage timing with the dragon, I guess, and also like Greenfinger Vine is extended pressure, where Nuru is like one burst. These vines are really doing work. Oh, although Rifle is gonna counteract the vines pretty well. And Master just now healing his vines actually. Yeah, Open Season is pretty interesting as a map because like you have this rifle you want to heal, but the opening and the timing for units are also very tight in terms of money. So it's actually a big decision when you heal the rifle, because it could delay your knight, it could delay your mages, it could delay your dragon, it could delay a lot of things. And now Sneaky now healing it.
Yeah, turn 9. And we've actually seen playstyles in the past where people just don't even like knock the rifle out of the thing. Like they just completely ignore it and like, forgo the rifle to be aggressive.
Yep, we've also seen the exact opposite, where people just turbo the rifle heal to like, and balloon it to heal in front of the opponent's HQ for like hyper pressure.
Yeah, it creates a lot of variety in gameplay.
Oh, and
Mage
we're
comes
just,
out.
yeah, the classic Nuru mage hits dragon,
Yep.
which is basically like a witch hitting a dragon, because the mage costs 800 gold.
Yeah, I
So
guess like the one difference is the mage takes counter attack damage, but yeah, it is an 800 gold investment to hit a dragon.
it does cost a Nuru groove though.
That's also very true. And the dragon lives, so I think
Yeah,
is that a slight low roll? 11%?
no, no, wait,
Oh no, mage is 85 average, isn't it?
that was a good roll from the
Yeah, that was
mage.
a really good roll from the mage then. I was thinking
Sneaky,
90 average, but no, that's not how that worked. Okay.
look at this formation from Sneaky, and look at Mastro's rifle.
Oh, yeah, that is like one thing about the rifle is it's so strong, it just projects like across the entire area. I guess you can leave like some units in it. I think was it dogs and knights are the things to do well
Yeah,
against them, so
they don't take really a lot of damage from rifles.
ooh, good pick off on that mage.
But Sneaky is still doing a lot of damage for fighting into the rifle. And his own rifle is covering his own units pretty well, so Sneaky playing around the rifles really well right now. Mastro didn't really get to shoot stuff a lot. And most of what he shoots is like kind of free already, you know?
Yeah. But I mean they're completely even on income right now. They've cut like an exact diagonal line across the map.
Yep. But Sneaky did have the lead for a few last turns, I guess.
Okay, what are we looking at? Ooh. Rifle doing some work. Some more units going down. Mike's getting into aggressive positions.
I think this is about the time we check Mastro's timer when his turn starts.
Yeah.
I feel like with the rifles and all, it takes a lot of time to plan out your turns.
Oh, that's not a lot of time left.
It's
11:47. And
probably
turn
gonna
of
be.
13 as well, actually. Mastro was taking his time.
And on open season, like you can defend the HQ for quite a while if you know what to do. So, I mean, I guess the rifle is a big part of attacking. So if you lose the rifle, it gets really hard to kill the HQ. But right now, since they both have rifles and Masters isn't really in position to attack the HQ, it's gonna be pretty hard to end the game in the time he has, especially because you know Greenfinger is has some tools to defend.
Yeah, these vines are going to be incredibly difficult to break through. And after a turn like that, Sneaky got a ton of damage and is completely protected against any kind of counter attack right now. Like,
Nuru
sure, I
does
think
have,
one of the vines could go down and like a mage could get killed in response, but that's about it.
actually the vines are protecting the rifle from a Nuru dog groove because dogs one-shot rifles.
Oh yeah, that's something I remember seeing fairly early on was people would go for Nuru dog. There's a lot of like very specific interactions. Oh wow, Mage doing a ton of damage there.
Yeah. And Sneaky is now moving out of from his vines. I
Oh,
guess
gets the kill on the dragon with the witch hex. Nicely done.
that's good. Mastro didn't want to fight into the vines, so he kind of spread out to go for economy. And Sneaky is like, no, we're fighting.
Yeah. Straight up charging. I'm actually surprised the vine there didn't go to the mountain above the dog. It would have been better for walling there, but
Well, I mean, not much can really step onto that mountain, right?
yeah, that's true. I guess it would just be the sword. Okay, another Nuru mage coming in.
Yeah, but to kill a witch this time, it's an 800 gold investment for a 900 gold unit. Wait, no.
No, 800.
Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
witch also
even
800.
trade, but I mean, I guess the thing here is like Mastro does have an economic lead now. He's taken like a huge chunk of the map, but he's traded a ton of army to do that.
Yep.
And
And now
Sneaky's just
Sneaky has the momentum, and Sneaky with momentum is really scary.
yeah,
And
Sneaky's just constantly pushing forwards there.
he's actually right next to the HQs. This is really scary. I guess Mastro spawned a mage because he didn't have anti-air there, and if he wants to try to push the HQ, he has to have some anti-air.
I like that hit on Nuru actually. Just goes for the night crit, so Nuru is forced to walk back and heal.
Yeah. But, oh, Mastro's like 3 minutes left on the clock.
Ooh, that's not good. And you know, like it's only vines really protecting, but 5 vines on 6 health is actually pretty good at walling. Okay.
I guess the Golem and Nuru can take out 2 vines. But Sneaky is still like in a good position to win the game through HQ kill.
Yeah, oh, especially if you take out your opponent's rifle like that.
Yeah, that rifle didn't have a good time from Mastro.
And now this is the great position to have your rifle in, right? Like just completely covering all sides of the stronghold.
Yep.
And those
It
vines,
also,
yeah, the vines are
the-
still walling, so
the rifle also protects his own stronghold.
oh yeah, this is actually an amazing position for the rifle. Like I already thought it was a great one, but yeah, you're right. Oh, doesn't kill the golem. Oh, that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, but how much would it really accomplish? You know, Mastro has to retreat to defend, and now is maybe gonna drop under. No, right above a minute on this turn, and Sneaky has grooves, so like there's no chance you're gonna kill Greenfinger, right?
Yeah, the sneaky could just walk away and be safe and just throw vines down, but I mean, I guess you could also just keep putting on more and more aggression. Oh, right, Sneaky's just gonna be like, no, I'm just gonna put vines up. You're gonna have to come to me, and you know you have to walk through a rifle as well, without your own rifle to respond.
Don't think there's any way for Mastro to get this game now.
And Mastro has been low on time for quite a while. Like turn 13, looking very low on timer.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess this, like, it's also a factor in like how Sneaky was able to get such a great attack. It's because he kept his timer, like he conserved it, and then when it was important, he could actually get this huge attack on Mastro that kind of sealed the deal.
And I like this play over on the right hand side. Yeah, sure, like one of those harpies would go down to the mage, but there's enough stuff nearby to counterattack that it's actually pretty good. overall. And yeah, like, you know, the rifle is just constantly shooting stuff. There's like a big wall of vines and everything else in front of it, so Mastro could play perfectly for the next 30 seconds, but I don't know if it matters that much. I mean, I guess there's kind of like a Hail Mary play going for the strongholds, but
I mean, I'm not sure Mastro can win even if he's not low on timer right now.
it would need to be something like he would have had to have moved that knight over to a crit position on Sneaky Stronghold, and then it would have been like Golem plus Knight crit.
Yeah, but then like you have some units in front of the HQ and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, the only way he could win would be if like Sneaky just completely blundered. And Sneaky's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, play it out. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of damage.
Didn't actually hit the HQ after all this time. He just placed units next to it to force Mastro to like keep fighting there.
Yeah.
And Mastro defended the HQ in a way that's like not very appropriate for the map. He defended right in front of his HQ. But it's actually way more efficient to defend between the two villages in front of the HQ. Because that's like a way better position where you're not exposed, but they are exposed. But I guess Sneaky just went in too fast for Master to set up a defense there. And yeah, now Sneaky is just ending his turn going, yeah, you're gonna lose to timer now.
Yep.
Although he has to like at least move a unit.
Yeah, that is the rule. You have to do something on your turn.
And now he's just making moves just to make sure he doesn't lose.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody remembers, was it Headphone versus someone else?
Oh, in Groove of War 4, yeah.
Yeah.
These were bad times. But now Mastro times out in a very... I mean, in a position where probably wouldn't have won even with time. Although time was a factor to getting him to this position in the first place.
Yeah, because time influences how you play. Like, when you're playing under time pressure, it is very different. I'll say that much. You're far more likely to make a lot more mistakes when you're under time pressure. And we're going to take a quick look at these end game stats. I will need to refresh these so they are accurate.
Actually, Open Season is a map from Groove of War 5, right?
I think so.
And Mastro really like started being high-level competitive in Groove of War 7. So he doesn't have that much experience with this map, where Sneaky, he's played Open Season in like Groove of War 5 and 6.
Yeah. And, you know, just like has been around a long time to play all of the old maps. Because that was something about this event, was that it used a lot of older maps, like maps that were, you know, from Groove of War. I think there's like a map from Groove of War 4 in here as well. But
oh yeah, Quaint was like a remix of what was the name again? That map where the timeout.
oh yeah, that is actually that map.
Where the headphone timeout happened, actually.
Yeah. Oh, that was
Rustic.
Rustic. That was the one. Yeah.
It plays very differently to Rustics, but it is like a spiritual successor to it, at least.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna take a quick look at these unit counts. So as you can see over on this top right hand chart. All right, there was a bit of a scuffle and like they evened out at one point, but then Sneaky just had a massive lead.
The spikes in unit count are actually the vines.
Oh right, yeah, actually yeah, because that'll be turn 12 will be when the vines all died, and then more vines got put up.
You can see like the Greenfinger engine was working really well this game, because you see the unit count go up and then the vines fade, it evens out, and then the next groove is ready, and then that's when the opponent has problems, because I think Greenfinger, like one Greenfinger groove isn't usually enough to win the game. But if the first one allows you to farm the second one, then usually you're in a very good spot.
Yeah. I also think that a sign that like you've basically won with Greenfinger is like you look at this chart where Greenfinger got a third groove off, but there wasn't really a dip for the second groove. Like the chart, the unit chart basically just shows it's like maybe like a tiny one, but then like the unit count difference just kept growing and growing, and there was another Greenfinger groove thrown in there as well. So and Sneaky like did all of that, and while trading his own economy, like goes really far behind. Like was it like 450 average gold a turn? And then
Yeah,
like has that for like a couple turns, and it's still like a big gap, but then brings it back because Mastro was playing like a long game while behind on time, and that is it's not really ideal.
yeah.
But well played to Sneaky taking winners finals. That puts him into grands, and Mastro has to go through losers finals now. So we're gonna go through these replays. We're gonna see how that plays out.